Okay, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to J Strategies. We talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Diving right in. Okay, let's get this and let's go ahead and run through it. Go ahead and pop your YouTube links for you guys so we can rock out with you guys. Mad love and respect shooting this out for today's shout outs and much, much more. Talking about our lovely crypto news. Let me go ahead and pop these links for you guys and drop them in the house. We're going to go ahead and dive into overall markets and much, much more. Alright. You'll get all the links to all these Telegram chats and shout outs for you guys. Alright. Join them and rock out. Any questions or anything like that, just drop them inside the chat and push it, and we'll talk about everything all the way through to what we've been rocking out and doing today. Today is Sunday, and as you know, the markets are sitting at their levels. Okay, so we're going to go through and we're going to go over that, and we're going to actually start with today's overall cryptocurrency market cap is $1,060,000,000,000. So we're still sitting over that 1 trillion. We're going to take a look at that chart and see what's rocking out. $47 billion in volume on a Sunday. Bitcoin dominance down to that 41.6. Ethereum dominance at 18.7. GUI right now, 20 GUI on the gas prices on Ethereum chain. Okay, let's take a look. Bitcoin below that 23K level, and you're going to be able to see these charts and how we're rocking it. Bitcoin coming in at 22,946. Okay, 24 hours down 2%, 7 days down 3.6. So we're starting a new week, and we're going to be closing out that weekly candle. What we're going to take a look at. Ethereum at 1,623, down 3.2% on the 24 hours, and 1.5 almost percent on a 7-day. Okay, U.S. Tether, you can see the market cap is at 68 billion now. Okay, so money moving into the sidelines, 29 billion in volume on USDT. BNB up at that $327, and BNB is actually riding and rocking and pushing, and we're going to take a look at that and see the flow of funds. Okay, so 24 hours, about 1% down pullback, but 7-day is 2.8%. $51 billion market cap for BNB. So we pulled up over that 50, all right, in the number 4 spot of top overall crypto, and actually some high volumes coming in. 651 million in volume into BNB. USDC coin, $42 billion market cap, 2.9 billion in volume, which is regular on that volume scale. XRP at 39 cents, down 3.8% on the 24-hour, but down 3.8% on the 7-day. So it's riding right where it would have started from that pullback. $20.2 billion market cap, 734 million in volume. And I actually thought we would see more volume on the weekend because they're utilizing Ripple and the Ripple chain for cross-border and payments, and also payments in the auto industry for used cars, you know, coming from Japan. So we're going to talk about that news and rock out and pull up all the crypto news and what's happening in the games, and finding out why this weekend we had that pullback. Binance BUSD, $16.2 billion market cap, $8.3 billion in volume. That volume is slowly climbing and is being utilized more because people are utilizing the Binance Smart Chain and putting their stablecoins into BUSD. And as we always say, make sure you spread it out. All right, and utilize the tokens that you can between your exchanges. Only hold on the exchange what you're going to be trading. Make sure you hold your main funds in your wallet, suggesting Ledger wallets, so that way you have control over your funds and not somebody else. Number 8 spot, Cardano, sitting at 38 cents, down 4% on 24 hours, and on 7 days it's down 1.9. Market cap at $13.4 billion, $331 million in volume on this Sunday weekend. Doge number 9 spot at 9 cents, 9.1. So it's up at that 9 cent. Okay, pulled back 6.2%. Okay, today, and in 7 day. Okay, so yeah, 7 days up 1.6%. $12.1 billion market cap on Doge, $810 million in volume. So there actually is some volume, almost tapping up to that 1 billion. 200 more million in volume will make 1 billion. So there actually is some volume over there on that Doge chain holding that up. Polygon, the one we've been talking about and one we've been watching, is now at $1.20, pulled back 5.5%. Okay, today, 24 hour, and in the 7 day, 1.9%. Okay, the overall market cap on Matic Polygon, okay, is $10.4 billion, $561 million in volume, and those are our top 10s. You can see Solana sitting at 23.38, pulled back 5.3, okay, on the 24 hour, and pulled back 10.9% on the 7 day. $8.7 billion market cap on Solana, $555 million in volume. Now take a look at this. Shiba, as you can see, a bunch of popped up FOMO videos all across YouTube talking about Shiba Inu and the moves for the whales on a Sunday, a volume of 1 billion into Shiba Inu, okay? Even with that pullback today at 5.3% pullback, okay, up 18% in the 7 days. So we had some Ethereum whales moving in on wallets onto Shiba Inu. And we'll actually take a look at that chart real quick. And another one that I'm watching too now is I'm looking at this Litecoin, because the utilization of mining, okay, when you get a miner and you're mining on the script algorithm, that's Litecoin, Dogecoin, dual mining. So, you know, back to back, if Doge is going to continue to pull up and then also be utilized as a payment system, all right, we can actually see this pulling up more to be utilized on the blockchain. So it might be one that you really don't hear too much about, and then it's going to pop. Just like Robinhood trading. And then you got Avalanche, okay? Avalanche is actually working on a bunch of different blockchain gaming and NFT systems. All right, so Avalanche is at $19.9, okay, so 19.9, and pulled back 6.5%. On the 24 hour, 6.2 billion in volume, 6.2 billion in market cap on Avalanche, and then $337 million in volume. Okay, and then that's gonna pull our today overall crypto. So we'll go ahead and stop through there, swing through there, and see how we are rocking out. Different Bitcoin news over here on Coin Telegram. We'll make a skeet stop over there so you guys can see what it is. Don't forget to stop by the Twitter page where we're rocking, chilling, and you're going to get all your different information and much, much more. You can tag, you can hit it up. You got questions or you just want to get with it, go ahead and swing by that Twitter page in the bios, in the info of the videos below, okay? Dropping over, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Mad love and respect to you guys that are out there pushing and rocking with us. Okay, so we're going to utilize this much, much more. And you could also swing back and you can check out some of the projects that we've been looking at. If you want to have a suggestion of a project that you want to look at, review, and you know, take a dive right in, just let me know and we can pull up and we can get with it and get with you. And we can rock it and push it. Charts. You guys are sitting and wondering, and this is what you've been waiting for. Okay. Let's go ahead and start off with Bitcoin. Let's pull down into the lower time frames, and then let me drop this little bit. All right, let me pull you guys down into this 1 hour time frame right here, and we'll talk about it. You can see how I'm set up here. I'm using an indicator from Traders Reality. You just have to go to indicators, type it in, okay, Traders Reality, and you'll see it, and you can utilize it. Hybrid system, and how this works is you see the different boxes. Those are the trading sessions of the day, all the way from Sydney, London, Europe, New York, and the different sessions, so you can see what's happening. That's when the moves are being made, and then during the beginning of the sessions, targets being set, and different moves during those sessions, and that's what we're looking for, because the biggest trading days Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Sunday when we're closing weekly candles and we're finding our levels. We got pivot zones all the way from M0 to our M5 pivot zone, so you can actually see where the market is sitting. And then we got our psychological levels, psychological low and highs, okay, set on Sundays, so that way we have the psychological level that the market makers will be trading in, that those levels, setting up for the weekend. And then we always got our daily opens. You can watch and you can see from where it opens on the daily, and waiting for opportunities. As you can see, the 50 EMA is turned down. Okay, we got the RSI, but we'll stop there in a second. And the 200 EMA, the 50 is coming back for that 200 EMA on the 1 hour. So it's something that you don't want to see as far as moving averages crossing. Okay, the 5 is turned down, and you can see that we actually wicked towards the bottom. We're below the M0 pivot zone. All right, so that would be where I'm looking and reading these charts carefully on this close coming into this new week. A lot of information is going to be coming out this week, so that's what we are going to be looking into. Okay, RSI, okay, down in the oversold range, and this is on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that we are below, and it's been a while since we've been that oversold, so actually some money is moved out trades and in the markets. Okay, we'll see if we're going to get the book map. Let me go down into 30-minute time frame, take a look at this. Okay, yep, so RSI after it tapped below that, so yeah, resistance level here, M0 pivot zone, okay, 22,950, and right now we're at 22,862. Okay, you can see, okay, on the half hour, the 800 EMA, okay, is sitting right here at 22.670, and the 50 did cross on the lower time frames here, and this is on the half hour, so the 50 did pull below, and that happened yesterday on Saturday. We were riding right level with it, and then we ended up having some limit sell orders filled, and some whales taking profit and utilizing and moving into USDT. You can see when you look at the USDT dominance, okay, cash has been flowing into the sidelines, okay, and that's when Bitcoin was pulling back. Go ahead and look at the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance was on the slide on the lower time frames, okay, and you can see people laddering back into Bitcoin from the sidelines. All right, take a look at gold, and you can see that gold did drop in anticipation for what's going to happen this week, and all the different information and news that will be coming out, and news from the Fed, and news and information about rate hikes, and the CPI data and information. So you can see that that money actually was dropped and pulled out overall. Let's go ahead and look at the total overall cryptocurrency market cap. I actually want to go to the 1 hour chart on that. All right, so from when we were talking about this on the total overall currency market cap, when we pulled above, okay, when we were at that 200 EMA on this 1 hour chart, okay, and we have this vector candle, all right below that 1 trillion mark. We had actually a lot of volume pulling into Bitcoin in a short period of time. We pulled so the 50 EMA did pull towards the price, which was good, and we kind of traded sideways from Thursday into Friday with some fake outs and positions that you can see here. And you could see that there was like pretty much a little bit of an M formation that pulled us back down to that 200 EMA and below. And let's see, where do we hit? Yeah, we hit that 1 trillion market cap, but we actually didn't pull below it because that M0 pivot zone is sitting right there at that 1 trillion. So that's what we were looking at. And this is on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go ahead and look at the longer time frames on the overall cryptocurrency market. You can see that we pulled back into this vector candle range, okay, which we were possibly expecting because of all the information and news that was happening and out there. So we were looking for this move, and right now what we're doing is we're setting our trades for the week. Okay, so we did pull below that, and this is on the 4 hour time frame. So we did see a little bit of a Bart Simpson happen over here, and we're going to be looking for the next move here. You can see though it does have higher lows that we're setting in for Bitcoin. All right, on this last one, that vector candle is sitting right there on the overall cryptocurrency market cap at 987 billion. So that's an area that we were watching, and we were making higher lows. Let's go ahead into a long term, into the daily. All right. So, we're still bullish on the daily, okay, and moving in, recovering losses ever since the, FTX fallout. So we did pull back in. Some confidence came into the markets, and I'm just waiting and sitting until our 50 on the daily crosses back into the 200. Let's go ahead and look at the Bitcoin on the daily. All right. So you can see that the 200 was turned up, and the 50 is still screaming to the upside. So the 200 EMA is at that 21.375 area. That is something that we would be watching out for, because that would be a return of this vector candle, okay, back to that 21K level. So be wary of that on this pullback, okay? We're going to be watching the RSI on the daily to see if we do get into some of the real oversold ranges, or if we're going to turn up mid-range and follow through with that. You can see last week's high, okay, hitting over here. That was that 24.5. We were talking about that in one of our trades with the book map up out there. Last week low, the 22.300 level, which I want to see, are we going to tap that last week's low and then, bounce and continue to the upside? Or are we going to pull below that last week's low, and then we would be heading for the moving averages here in these levels, and support for Bitcoin right there at that $21,000 even range, and you can see that in the book map of how the orders are set. Okay, we're going to go into so we're going to go into overall, let's go ahead and swing down into immediate short term for Bitcoin. I am focusing a lot on Bitcoin right now, because I'm trying to see what is happening on these shorter time frames. So let me just get this scattered out. We did pull back, and we're pulling down. This is what I was looking at as far as trying to get a trade to set my levels for this week, to see where we're going to be riding at. So this is what I'm watching right now. Okay, so yes, we did. We're on this video, okay? Middle of the day. I'm waiting for some more information when Sydney market opens up, okay, to see where they're setting their levels at. And also on the close of the weekly candle, and then this is on a shorter bid type frames for that right there, and utilize that. So we'll end up skating back to that after we go through all the different things happening here. And then let's go ahead and see what's happening this week. Oxford, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoin set to resume the rally. February slump. All right, and MicroStrategy. Okay, MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor looks like he's rocking in there. We did actually on the 5, we were watching that when it hit the 22,750 range. And what I want to see is it going to retrace back to that level, or is it going to turn up and the RSI comes up on the shorter time frame? Okay, so RSI turn it down, and then this is what I want to see as far as where it's going to rock. Let's go ahead real quick into the weekly. All right, on the weekly, I was anticipating us to pull up over that 200, okay? because the 50 was well extended, but I'm actually glad now that we came with the 50 on the weekly back towards the 200, okay? So we're going to see if this closes the weekly candle above, okay, 23,750. All right, and that's where we're sitting at right now, and it's hitting resistance to set the levels. If we close below this, all right, there's definitely resistance in that area closing below this. So this is what we're gonna be watching out for. All right. Okay. All right, let me pull this down. Back to this weekly. Let me go to the longer history chart. Okay. All right, so you can see, and this is the weekly. Look at this, big M pattern, fighting resistance. Okay. And we are into, okay, December, November. All right, when we were back below that, and then we were coming back towards here. All right. So, this is still actually, bullish moves, okay? But, as in history, Bitcoin hits these heavy resistance levels. And people that got in towards, opportunities when they seen this, calling for Bitcoin to, fall a lot more, and, bears wake up. So we are hitting that resistance. You can see here on this longer, time frame here, that the 50 was crossing over, okay, the 200 over here. So that was something that we were paying attention to, in the charts for the weekly close, okay? So that was definitely something that we were paying attention to, okay? On those time frames, and this is on the weekly, overall on the weekly, okay? And then let me go to just take a look real quick over here. Bigger long term on the monthly, sitting right there, right at that moving average, and you can see that we did have the January, and that was nice. It pulled us back up towards the moving averages at the 50s, turned up. RSI is mid-range right now on the monthly, okay? So the idea here is beginning of February, are we going to be in February on this monthly candle? Are we going to pull above that 50 EMA at that 24,500? That's exactly why the other day when we were talking on the video, why we hit that level and we pulled back, okay? Because that was actually a big resistance area for Bitcoin. So that's what we're going to be watching for our longer term trades and laddering in Bitcoin on the higher lows. All right. Okay, back to our daily. Okay. All right. So we're still turned up here on the daily, all right? And you can see the 50 EMA, which is sitting right below that, okay? And that's in range, and this is on the daily. You got the 200 here, and that's what we were talking about, that 21.300 range that we were watching out and looking for. Okay, don't forget to swing by the Twitter page and hit that, guys. Mad love and respect for you. So that's our overall view on Bitcoin. Okay, we're gonna swing through and we're gonna hit some of these other tokens for you so you can know. Ethereum, we'll hit the 1 hour, we'll hit the 4 hour and the daily, and we'll swing through the tokens as we go. Okay. So we're looking at here 1 hour on Ethereum, okay, so we can get that and we can talk about those averages. Okay, Ethereum on the 1 hour. Okay, you got your moving averages. You pull below the 250 turning down. Okay, but we are still in that range. M0 pivot zone at that 1,600 even, and we just about really hit that. Okay, and my idea is to see on the 1 hour time frame, on the 5, are we going to be able to pull back above that. Next candle comes in a few minutes, and we'll be able to see how we're going to start that off. RSI oversold, okay, on this pullback since we're down in the pivot zones, and that's when we're looking for our trades for long-term and swing trades and setting our levels. So right out here, if you didn't get in, when we were at 1,610, okay, because we had that little 10 spot move that we talked about in our chats and groups, and you guys can actually go ahead and hit it, and you can look into different socials and on Twitter and much more, and you can rock over to the private chats and private groups. We got a lot of stuff happening over there, and swing by, ask questions, and we will let you know projects out, and definitely a lot of different stuff happening, reviews and much more. Drop comments and rock out if you want to hear something or you have a suggestions. We are here for you. Okay. All right, so we talked about on the 1 hour on Ethereum, so we're hitting those zones. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the 4 hour of Ethereum. Okay, so yes, we are right below that area, but we do have this to look out for. Okay, looking at, yeah, that's 1,590 level. So if we do hit and pull below our low, okay, then I would be looking for pulling towards the last week's low. So definitely want to pay attention to that in over long term and see how we trade. Okay, Sunday, closing, setting your psychological areas and levels. Monday, informational, but then boom, your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is really going to set the stage this week for what they feel happening in the news, and that's why we've seen that big move on gold. Let's go ahead and look at the daily for Ethereum and see how we're doing on the long term. So on the long term, okay, Ethereum, as we were talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum likes to trade in those nice tight levels. You can see lower highs on the daily that we're forming. So actually we're hitting this area, which is really interesting, which we're going to watch, okay? The 200 EMA is at that, 1,530 level. The 50 still turned up, but the RSI is mid-range, so it does have some more movement to go. That's what we were talking about, those vector candle ranges at that 1,580. So are we going to hit that level? We will see. So we're going to actually be able to pay attention to the RSIs and the moving averages on the shorter time frames to see where we're going to pull to on these candles, okay? And that was just closed. Let me actually pop real quick back to the 1 hour, and there you go. Sydney session, okay? Set the stage. So we're here trading. Let's swing back to Bitcoin real quick because we're into that next hour candle. Sydney session, and this is what we wanted to see. Where are they going to set the stage? Let me go ahead and actually go all the way down into short-term time frames and actually see what are they going to do. Okay, so this is on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, we're below that 50. All right, and we're watching, and you can see this green box. You can look on the indicator for the hybrid system that we've been talking about in all our other videos. Okay, and you can learn as we go along. We want to see what they're going to set the stage on these levels for this. Australia Sydney session opens up. This is their Monday morning wake up. So we can definitely, we're going to pay attention to this closely to see what they got going on. Let me go ahead and swing real quick and see what's happening on the USDT dominance in the Sydney session. So yeah, okay, so this is moving up here. So we're going to pay attention to that right on these beginning candles. All right, and then the Bitcoin dominance. All right, pulling back because we have some areas to look in the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so we're 1 minute into that candle, the first 5-minute candle of the day here on the Sydney session. So it's exciting stuff we've been talking about and looking at the charts just to show you where we're at, because we had that nice pullback on the weekend. So we want to know, are we going to continue the rally and the bull runs? Okay, is this an opportunity to get in? read the information, read what we got. So, okay, it looks like they're setting their stage for their day. So we'll swing back through that. We're going to monitor that on the immediate short term. So we talked about Bitcoin, we talked about Ethereum. Let's go ahead and hop into BNB. BNB actually had some good moves in the market, and so this is on the 1 hour time frame. We're talking about BNB. We're below the 50. Okay, we did turn down on the shorter moving averages. Okay, our 200 on the 1 hour is at 321. All right, so this is what we are going to be watching. That's right where the M0 pivot zone is. The RSI is turned down on the 1 hour time frames. So we're going to be watching that. If we are going to go below the last week's high at 323, then I would be expecting moves to touch the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frames. You can see the 5 is actually turned down, the RSI's turned down, so we'll watch that. Longer term time frames on the 4 hour for Binance, okay, BNB, you can see that it made higher lows. Okay, we do have these different vector candles in here, so our range is at 315, 316 area, which is below that 50. Which will we actually touch that 321 we were just talking about in that chart, and then pull and continue to the upside with this information and news, setting the stage for your week? We will definitely see RSI all the way turned down, and this is on the 4 hours, so we are oversold, pushing on the BNB. Let's go ahead and take a look at your daily here for BNB. Okay, look at that. On the daily for BNB, you had the 50 cross over, okay, the 200. Now, since this happens, okay, this is definitely where I want to watch for the next rallies that could be coming in for BNB. We are on the daily. We are sitting up here in the areas of overbought levels. So it is turning down. Okay, 325 was setting the stage. So now that I see this, okay, I'm looking for the opportunities all the way from the 1 hour, 4 hour, and then into the daily to make the higher lows, to ladder into these trades, because now on the daily, Binance is looking bullish. And as you can see, what we talked about, the BUSD, okay, definitely BUSD over this past couple months actually has moved into some of the top coins to be used as stable coins. So Binance, sets the stage. Binance is one of the busiest, trading platforms. So we definitely could be watching out for trades on there. Okay. 325. Okay, so Binance is setting the stage at 325. Longer term, laddering in for BNB, because you know that when Bitcoin pulls back and then we catch those rallies on Bitcoin, we will be looking for overall bullishness in the market. Okay, so let's go ahead and see and set the stage for that. I want to be able to show you guys what's happening over there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and swing through. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP real quick on the shorter time frames. Okay, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so that's on there. XRP at 39. This is on the 1 hour time frame. So we are sitting right here. We are in Sydney session. Okay, Sydney session is setting the stage for the day. Okay, Sydney session setting the stage for the day, the trading day of what are we gonna see happening overall for XRP. All right, so I'll get with you on that one. All right, back at it. So XRP on the 1 hour. Okay, so we did tap at that 39. Let's go ahead and just look overall long term so we can see what's happening with these coins. Okay, so on the daily, 50 is coming towards the 200. You can see right here. Okay, 50 is at, okay, 39. So that's pretty much where we're sitting, in between the 39-40 cent range. XRP rocket in volume. Oh yeah, dollar index. Look at that, pulling up. Okay, before the session, the New York sessions. So when you see this happening and this is pulling up, that's when you usually see pullbacks in the crypto markets. So that's what we watch out for, and we are seeing definite moves here. And wow, it actually screamed to the upside. So expecting this week to be high volatility for the week. Dogecoin overall on the daily, you can see where we're sitting here. Okay, look at that, swinging around. 50 about to cross the 200, but we're turning down on the daily on the RSI. So are we going to come back and tap that range right there at that 8.5 cent area? That will be your next look out for that, or we're just going to continue to make a higher low because we did pull above it and we haven't pulled back to it. Looks like we're taking back this vector candle pretty much all the way if we pull below that 9 cent range. Cardano actually had moves to the upside, so we're just waiting to see where that higher low is going to be put in. Okay, the moving average is at the 50 right there at the 34.6 cent. So that's actually a little bit of a spread range. Tapping support areas here, you know, at 36. So that's what we're going to be looking out for if we are going to pull back more during this week. Okay. And we did tell you about Avalanche. We'll look at it real quick. So Avalanche, yeah, on the daily, it pulled back below that 200. So we were testing this, and we did hit it. So we pulled below. So now it's going to be an area of resistance for Avalanche. But if we do pull back above the $20.40 range, okay, that's what we're looking for with all the different news from them. I'm watching that closely because that is one of them that I want to be interested in. And we actually, okay, let's look at the Solana for the daily. All right, coming back for these areas here. Okay, 22.30. All right, if we go below that, then we can actually see it come back towards the moving averages. We do have these vector candles, which these big moves happen, and we're recovering some of those moves. Okay, Matic. All right, Matic. This was our move to the upside. We were looking at before when it was at $1.20, and now it pulled back. Definitely putting in on the daily higher lows, and it seems that this is going to be a blockchain that they're going to be utilizing much more. We'll do an in-depth detail. Actually, I want to do a bigger review of Matic, so that way we can look through the markets and we can see what's going on here. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me go down to the 1 hour on Matic, and let's go ahead and see. Okay, so that's at the 200. The 50 is above on the 1 hour. So let's see. The 200 is right with the M0 at 117. So I would be watching today to see if we're going to pull back below that. Okay, and then on the side, because you guys are actually wanting to know, into the next candle. Okay, so actually you can see Cindy Sessions set the stage, tap, wicked out, and then now it looks like they set their stage. So they did probably fill some of those buy orders over there. Okay, yeah, 22,800 makes sense. Okay, hit that, tag those areas, and that is what they were looking for right here on the turn on the RSI. So we'll be utilizing and watching that into this new candle to see if we pull back up over the top of where Sydney Sessions started here for your day. Okay, don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you want to know much more info. Okay, mad love and respect to all you guys out there. Don't forget to join all the different Telegram groups and different spaces, trading, rocking out. We're going to be all over the place doing our thing out here. You can actually go ahead and grab those links, get onto that Twitter page. Make sure you follow, hit them tweets, tag them. If you want to know more info, you have any suggestions, or you want something that you want to push or create or talk about, chat about, you can get with it. Okay, All right, guys. Mad love and respect. Chilling with J Strategies. Crypto news and much more.